Hi everyone, Marianne Cowan here from Pinery Paper Crafts, and today is Friday, March, I don't actually even know, 26th, 27th. Anyways, now that we've been inside so long, the days are just like one day blends into the other, but I'm not complaining. I have my beautiful craft studio that I get to play in every day, and I'm on a mission to make a card, send a card. So I've been sending out cards to people that I know could use a little pick-me-up in these crazy and actually kind of nerve-wracking times. So today I'm going to be continuing with the Pleased as Punch Designer Series paper, which I've been using in my projects for the last couple of days. And then I'll switch to something else for next week. But make sure that you visit my blog, mariannecowan.com, because every afternoon at 3 o'clock I do a Facebook Live with another project. Some of them coordinate. Yesterday I did little bags that coordinated with the cards that I did the day before. Anyways, lots of ideas, lots of inspiration. Use whatever you have at your house. If you're interested in some of the products that I show you, you can definitely hop over to my blog and shop on my blog. So today I have my magic box, and inside are the materials that we need to make the card for today. And I've gone ahead and pre-cut a lot of the materials and pre-stamped so that these videos aren't too long. And I really just want you to get the idea, or to get an idea of a different card layout. And as I said, you can use whatever you have at home. If you do not have the Pleased as Punch Designer Series paper, I would definitely buy it. It's just so darn cute. And as you know, all our paper is two-sided, and it's just really springy. It coordinates with 4 punches from the new catalog, but if you don't have the punches or all the punches, some of the images are pretty easy to fussy cut, but the punches do make it a lot easier. This is the one that we'll be focusing on today. It's the small bloom punch. This punch is actually a free punch available during Celebration. Celebration is over March 31st, which is only a couple more days. So this is a level 2 item. And if you watch back some of my blog posts, I have used this so much in the last little while. Another free item that we're going to be using on this one is the So Very Vellum, and it's available as a level 1 celebration item. So pop over to my store if you're interested in any of those things. I'm showing you things that I use a lot. I've used the Pleased as Punch paper on so many projects I can't even tell you. So it's a really good investment. You get lots of paper. I think I bought 3 packs. So here's what we're going to be working on today. And I have all the pieces cut out and ready, like I said, so that the videos won't be too long. So today we're focusing on a cute little design. Well, I think it's cute anyways. And this is Highland Heather. And then you can get little paper stacks, 6x6 paper stacks that coordinate to all the color families. So there's a Regals, there's a Subtles, Brights, Regals, and Neutrals. And last year we had this really cute gingham pack. That's gone, but these ones are just as cute. So it's got gingham on one side and another design on the back. And then it's got an alternate one. If you look back on one of my videos I showed earlier in the week. So that's going to get glued onto the front. And then this is the very vellum I was talking about. And it's a very subtle, this one is a very subtle purple color. And let me grab the other ones. So it comes in 3 colors. This purple is actually Purple Posy. I'm using it with Highland Heather, but there you can see it's the exact same. Soft Seafoam and Pool Party. I'm showing you the cardstock that coordinates with it. It makes it easier to see the vellum. So those are all the different colors of the vellum. So you get 2 sheets of each, and it's free with a qualifying purchase. And I've made some really pretty cards using this. So we're just using a little strip of it today, but I just wanted to show you what it looked like. It's very, very pretty. All right, so that's from the Designer Series paper. Little 6-pack, 6x6 pack, not a 6-pack, a 6x6 paper. And we're going to be using some of the flowers. These flowers I've punched out of the Pleased as Punch paper. I'll just show you quickly. So it has umbrellas, and on the back are raindrops. It has hearts, and on the back is this beautiful checked, and that's what we'll be using this afternoon for our card. And here's the little flowers. So the punch coordinates perfectly with it, so you just go around and punch them all out. And on the back is this fun stripe. And then the last one is the tulips with this nice green. And on Wednesday, I made 4 cards, and I used each piece, each design in one of the cards. And you get 12 pieces of paper, and it tells you on the back what colors it coordinates with, which really helps. That's what I love about Stampin' Up! Products, is everything coordinates well in certain suites and families. Because also in one of the videos I was showing you how if you just say you want pink, pink is not pink. There's different shades of pink. All right. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to glue this onto the front, and I'm waiting for my snail refill. So I'm using my fast fuse right now, which I actually love, but we don't sell it anymore. But it's really sticky, so it's not very forgiving. I could use my white glue, I guess, but last time I did that on video, I made a mess. I'm going to be using it in a second for the vellum. Okay, so that goes there. And then the vellum is going to go here. And don't worry that there's a gap, because this little piece will be on top of that. Now, for vellum, you can actually see the glue through it if I just used my fast fuse or my snail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little silicone mat and some multi-purpose glue. Just make a little blob. And then these are the sponges that we carry, and I've just cut it into, here's a good math lesson, I think it's cut into 6, might be a bit smaller. And then you just take it and rub it on the back of your vellum, and it doesn't show through as much as normal glue would. You don't need a ton. Vellum is very light. You just want enough so it's not falling off your card when you send it to somebody. I think that's good. So what I want for the vellum, I want it to line up with this piece. So let me just, there. And see how you can't see the glue through? If I had just gone like this and put white glue, you would have been able to see through it. But you can't see through it when I use that little sponging trick. Sorry, just closing the door. I can hear my husband coming in. All right, so for this one, we want it, this little strip is from Seasonal Layers, and it's just this little scallop, and it's really pretty. Very versatile. I use it a lot, actually. So I've just gone ahead and cut it on Whisper White. And I want it to stick out enough so that the flowers, when I put them are on the white, but also on the purple. And I want to cover up this little seam I have in here. And the other thing to think about is you don't want to just put it like this, because then you have this one at the bottom that is not quite a half circle, and this one is more. So you just need to do a little bit of adjusting. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run fast fuse, just one strip of fast fuse down. Now you have to make sure that you leave enough space to do this. I think I'm going to be good. I'm hoping. And the other thing is you want to make sure it's straight. So just kind of lay it down. And even though it might look crooked, I'm looking to see that I have kind of the same distance between each of these. And I think that looks good. Even though if you flip it over, it looks like it's crooked. It's probably because I didn't have it exactly straight in the die cutting machine. So I'm just going to trim that off. It's easier to do it this way so you can see how much to trim off. There, look how pretty that is. All right, now because I didn't want to put a whole piece of white in the bottom, in the inside, because it didn't look as pretty with the vellum on white, and I'll show you what I mean. It kind of washed it out. I preferred it on the purple. So for that reason, I cut out a little rectangle shape from the rectangle stitched framelets. You could just, if you don't have these, just use it. You could also just put a little piece of paper in. So I'm just going to put some fast fuse on here. And I'm going to center it. I might go back and add a flower later. We'll see. Okay. I've gone ahead and done my greeting. And that little shape is from the Stitched So Sweetly dies, which I've used a lot as well. And this is a good size one. It's not huge, so it just gives you a little greeting for the front, because I'm going to be popping my flowers in here. All right, so let's look at my flowers. I seem to be missing one. Oh, here it is. So my idea was I have 3 purple ones, 2 and 3 out of cardstock, Highland Heather, that matches. Let me go ahead and pop this up and put it on. Just going to put it with dimensionals. Not very often I do it just one layer, but for this card there's enough going on. I think that one layer, meaning that I usually put something behind it. But I think in this case it'll be good. And I want to put it about there. All right, so for my little flowers, I'm going to alternate between the purple and the ones from the paper and then the plain cardstock. Let me just show you. Here's my little tray. These are all the flowers that are in the cardstock. And what I like to do is just, I actually had some pieces of white that just had little scraps around the edges. So I went and cut some flowers out of it. I like to have my little tray ready so that I can just pull stuff out when I'm designing cards. So I find that helps. And these are die cuts from the birthday dies that are sold out now, but they're really fun. But there's lots of dies that have just sprigs and leaves. And this is just the leaf punch, which comes in very handy. And this is the sprig punch. Those are the ones I actually use the most, the leaf and the sprig. All right, so to put these on, I'm going to actually use little dimensionals. So I'll just take one for each flower. You could also use glue dots if you don't want it too high, but I think it'll be fine with dimensionals. I like adding a bit of dimension to things. All right, so let's just start. Now I didn't really think about this last time, if you want to make sure that they're all not exactly the same way, but really, I don't care. That's not something I'm going to worry about. Okay, so I'm just alternating between cardstock and the punched out flowers, and then this will be the last one. And then I thought I would put one over to the side. It might be too much, but I think I will. And I'm going to put it offset, but it'll still be, because I used a dimensional, it'll still be the same height. I don't want to put it in front. I don't want to overlap my seam. Okay, so then you have a choice. These are the Noble Peacock Rhinestones, which are beautiful, and these are the gingham sequins. So I'm not really sure which ones I like. So I'm going to try, I think actually I'm going to use the Noble Peacocks for this one. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, I like that. I wonder, maybe I'll use the flowered sequin, and then I wonder if I put this one over top, if that would be too much. No, I like that. All right, so let's go ahead and do that for these two. These are nice springy colors as well, which we kind of need that right now. I can actually see some grass out in my front yard. I live in Ottawa, Canada, so we have a very long winter, but I'm thinking this year it might be not quite as long as usual. And I can add one more to my little flower over here. You could also put a plain little white pearl in the middle. I think that would be cute as well. I'm just going to keep with my design that I've got going here. All right, and the other thing, I think I'll put one of these here. Oh, that's cute. I like that. And then maybe one in here. And you could also take another purple flower and put it in here as well. But I think that's enough. Maybe I'll just put another sequin or two. All right, and there you have a cute little card, thinking of you. using the Pleased as Punch Designer Series paper that coordinates with the little small bloom punch. And this afternoon we're going to be making a similar one, different colors, same design, and it'll be on my Facebook Live, which is Marianne Cowan / Marianne Cowan Paper Artist, and I'll just give you a sneak peek of what the one we're going to be making this afternoon. So this is the Happy Easter in the pink, and it goes up this way. So really, same design, but it looks a bit different when you do it sideways. All right, so thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you get notifications when I go live. Oh, not live, I'm not live, I'm recording this. But you'll get notifications when I upload my new videos. And don't forget to check out my blog, mariannecowan.com, and subscribe to my newsletter because I do post daily so that you can get some card ideas, and hopefully you will also make a card and send a card. I forgot to give you the measurements for this one. They'll be on my blog, but if you want to just do a snapshot of that, screenshot. So this DSP is 5 1/4 by 2 1/4. This piece is 5 1/4 by 1 3/4. And the main piece is 5 1/2 by 6 3/4, scored at 4 1/4. So those are the measurements that you'll need. And then this is just out of a scrap, and that's out of a scrap as well. All right, thanks for joining me, and have a great day.